Alrighty, YouTube membership people, how's it going? So I wanted to make a little video for you guys because you guys are my special group and you guys get #1 priority. So I wanted to show you guys some stuff. I have been sending out a couple pictures and some videos with no commentary, that kind of stuff. I'm going to still give you guys lots of those random things that come up, but every once in a while I would love to have these little commentary sessions with you guys and show you what's going on. So this is Port Murray, the ugly test map. I just threw a bunch of ugly trees down because I want to use it for advanced testing of the machines while I'm working. So what I wanted to show you guys today was a look at the Warthog, the Dangle head. Now this thing is still kind of in beta. I'm going to clean up some parts, like it's kind of ugly up here. There's a big situation going on. I'll clean that up. But I just wanted to kind of change things up and show you guys and talk about what's going on while I'm working on this thing. So let's do a quick little one of these. And again, I can't thank you guys enough for joining the whole membership thing on YouTube. It's been super fun for me because YouTube gives me the tools to provide you guys videos more accurately, provide you more content faster. I don't have to double post and bring it over here and go over there with the whole Patreon stuff that used to be. Now, yeah, it's super easy. So I'm able to give you guys more content, and I'm also having a lot of fun with it. And the memberships thing's only getting more and more advanced and better, so I think it'll be interesting. But anyway, enough about that. That was my thank you to you guys. So this is the Dangle head processor. So again, I say ignore the top piece because it's really ugly and there's a whole bunch of stuff going on up there. But so in the other video I showed you guys, it was basically just dropping a tree and how it worked kind of thing. Actually, I wonder if I can just get this other one out of the way here. Can I pick this up? Do I have the skills? Do we have the skills required to pick up the processor head? I'm just gonna bash it over here. Let's just go like this and slide you over there. Be gone, demon! Be gone, demon! Okay, go join your pile over there. Go be with your friends. Okay. So anyway, this processor head is a fully functional feller, but it is kind of a manual feller, and I wanted to get that out there so you guys knew what was coming. I'm probably going to have to do a video on this, too, to show the rest of the public exactly what's going on. But so basically what it is it's attached, so you have full rotation of the head. It's similar to the way the Ponzi's set up, but I've gone an extra mile and made it a little easier to operate. So on the Ponzi, as soon as you make your cut on the tree, it falls automatically and then you can process. But the problem with the Ponzi is when it does that automatic cut, it removes all the controls, so you're not able to turn it after you cut it. So for instance, if I grab this stick on the ground here, let's just cut into it here. So I have the cut, but I have the ability to raise the head and leave it there, lower the head. I have full control over this thing still, even though the cut node has already been cut. Now, on the Ponzi machine, the way Giants has it set up, as soon as you make the cut, the tree falls like this, ready to be processed. But you have no control of turning it, and you have no control of raising the head while it's in the grapple like that. So that was one thing I really wanted to do to make things a little bit different for this version. Get rid of all this here. And also the manual cut's working on this guy too. Not like it wouldn't be, but... So the difference being, when you want to cut a tree now, most people are used to using the Ponzi where you grab the tree, cut it, and then it just falls on its own. Well, now you're the person in charge of deciding when you want that tree to fall and in what direction. So, for instance, let's... I'm actually going to get a better angle on this tree so you guys can see what's going on here. Oops, what am I backing into? There's probably a machine behind me or something. Or a stump. Or a small child. I don't know what's back there. Okay, so when you go in for a grab, the cool thing about this machine also is you can actually, well, at least on the medium-sized trees, not the giant ones, you can grab the tree and it'll suck right up to the tree. And that means you're ready for the cut, right? So actually, let's switch to this view here. So when you find a spot on the tree, just like real life, they grip the tree, they grab it, pull it in tight. I think you can go pretty tight on this guy. Once your head's ready to fall, you cut it. And when you cut it, that's when you control the drop of the head up or down. You can also put pressure on the head right now if you want. See how there's pressure on it now? So when I cut, it's going to just free fall on its own. Gadunk. and then you can process accordingly. But we're not going to process that because I just want it out of my way. Let's raise that back up. But you control, like after you do your cut, your head stays down. So you control to raise it back up. It's all manual, which I kind of wanted manual. I hate automatic on things because a lot of things aren't automatic in real life. So we cut it. Oops, cut it. And then you control the drop with your key. Just like that. And again, ignore the floating stuff up there. That's all going to be fixed. And then you can process. But like I said, so while it's in the grapple, I can turn it. Like I'm turning the tree. On the Ponzi, you do not have the ability to, well, and don't do that, by the way, while there's a full tree in the grapple. Don't try to raise it up with a full tree in the grapple. It's just bad. I think in real life that would be a bad idea too. But it just gives you a lot more control of what you want to do, because then now you're fully in charge of when, if I want to sit here all day, the tree will stay there all day, right? It's not going to fall until I decide to control the drop, and then down she goes. Now you only need to hold down that button for a few seconds. Like if you, so the button that controls this will be the same one that does your telescope in and out for your head on both the forwarder and the self-loader. So when I hold this button down for a couple seconds, it's already at the bottom. That's all I gotta do. Just not even 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you're already there. It does a lot of the work itself just from the weight of the actual tree. So for instance, if I go in and cut this guy, oops, without being glitchy here, there we go. I just let the weight of the tree come down. I don't have to do anything. 2 seconds. That's all I had to hold it for. And then 2 seconds, raises it back up again. Now, if you get good at this, and I've been playing around with this thing, it's a blast to get cutting, because you can just give her. And then process, if you want to process. And if you get really fast, you can start chopping down the trees. Sure. Let's grab this one here. Now, the one thing you're going to have to get used to that's going to feel a little bit weird for you is the dangle head, or sorry, I'm just going to turn this off, is the tilt. So I see how I'm tilting the whole head. Now, on most dangle heads, you do not have the ability to do that at all because it's just a fixed hanging from the boom thing. So you got to watch your controls. You know, if you have it up here, it's probably not going to operate very effectively. You have to make sure that you're sitting in a level spot. So whether that means disabling that control for yourself, you can do that. Or if you just want to, you know, practice and do it right. So this thing works effectively as a feller if you want to, but it's also just as efficient grabbing them right off the ground and processing them on the spot. Of course, if I can get my depth perception figured out here, then we're good. So let's crank that up a little there. And then you can just lay them out. It's pretty sweet. But like I said, you can make micro adjustments to the turns so that your pieces are where you want them to be before you cut. On the Ponzi, you do not have that ability. On the Ponzi, you have to try to play around with it, I guess. And then you can do whatever you want. And like I said, having that ability to tilt, you know, you can pencil your wood, you can play with it, do whatever you want. So let's grab a couple of pieces here. So for instance, if these were out of sync, you could flip your head, drop them, cinch it up, drop it again, and have it all ready to go. It's pretty cool. It just gives you more things to play with. And again, I wouldn't say this is like super more efficient than the fixed head. I still think the fixed head is probably more efficient than this would be. But this thing is super fun. Like if you're an operator and you just want more things to play with, more buttons, more toys, I think you guys will have a blast with this thing. So yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to show you guys, was just kind of a look at what it is and how it's going to be. And I'm going to try to make some stuff up here to fix this god-awful mess, just to kind of make it a little bit better. You're always going to see some kind of wiggle a little bit, but I want to kind of clean it up a little. So yeah, anyway, so that's your beta preview of the new Dangle head, the Dangle head processor. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have any comments or anything, throw them below. Thank you so much again for subscribing to YouTube and being an ongoing awesome fan. I'm going to have some cool stuff for you guys, and it's going to be fun. I have plans, you'll see. All right, guys, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you next time.